Alright, hello everyone. How are you? It's Kei. So this is the 15th of October 2022 and this is on Saturday. So I hope you're having a great weekend today. And let's start a live stream today. This is Saturday and the markets are closed. The Forex markets are closed. The cryptos are open. But since markets are closed, I think I will talk about something about some psychology or the money management. So, and especially today, until I start a live stream, until right before the live stream start, I was thinking which topic to discuss. I was thinking to talk like in 3 topics, but I think it will be better to have at least some specific topic to discuss so that we can focus on topic. And I think today's topic, I make it as a stop loss. The importance of stop loss and why I use stop loss. I will talk about that topic today. So, but this is Saturday and I'm kind of relaxed state mindset. So I guess I will just do this maybe 30 minutes and just take some rest until the Ichimoku membership live starts. But so first of all, my question is, do you use stop loss or not in your trades? Let me take a poll. Hold on, let me ask the community. Do you use stop loss? That's a simple question. So let me ask this, just yes or no question, and there we go. So if you come to the chat on YouTube now, you will see the post. So please vote yes or no. In the meantime, let me say hi to everyone. And just start the live. Hold on, let me just get ready quickly here to pop up the chat so that we all can see the comments on the screen. Okay, let's see. All right, thank you for joining, everyone. Good to see you. All right, Tony Gold, thank you for joining. Good to see you here. And Moonboy, thank you for joining. Good to see you too. All right, Vasti, thank you for joining too. Good to see you. All right. Oh, 123 Sanjin, thank you for joining as a Ichimoku member. Thanks so much. So please connect your Discord to YouTube and access all the perks in the community. Thank you so much. And Dirk, thank you for joining too. Good to see you. Richard, good to see you too. And James, thank you for joining. And Oscar also, good to see you too. All right. And everybody else, thank you for joining. Thanks so much. So in terms of the stop loss, oh, hold on, I happen to see more comments now. It was a bit freezing. I only saw the comments up to Oscar, but now suddenly more comments appear. So let me just say hi. Rain, thank you for joining. Nasser, Tarun, TikTok, Dika, good to see you. All right, Saeed, thank you for joining. SP 500 weekly chart. I will go over the weekly analysis tomorrow on the weekly forecast, so you can check that live stream tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow Sundays I do the weekly forecast. I cover the Forex pairs and gold, WTI, indices, and Bitcoin. So yeah, I think I will talk more deeply about that tomorrow. All right, thank you for joining. Winhead Crypto, thank you for joining. John Ong, Sam, thank you for joining. Augustine, Pratish, Multan, TP, thank you for joining. Peter, good to see you too. All right, Daniel, thank you for joining too. Good to see you. All right, Kevin, thank you for joining too. Good to see you. All right, JCNK says, hi Kay, what is the profit factor of if the win rate is 100%? There is no PF. The PF will be 100 if, oh actually there is no PF I think, because PF is calculated by the gross profit divided by the gross loss. So if you don't have a loss, then there is no PF. That's NG. Yeah, But if you have some drawdowns, then you get the PF, profit factor. Yeah, profit factor is actually one of my most important number. I think PF is the most important. And second important is the drawdown, the max drawdown per trade. And the third important number is the win rate for me. But for me, the win rate can be 30% to 40% because I value the risk and the reward ratio more than the win rate. So I don't, along the way, let's say out of 10 trades, even if I lose 7 times, I don't really care because my PF is greater than the losing streaks, and I can recover from the losses. So that's my mindset. Yeah, if you're still new to trades, I think if you lose 7 times out of 10 trades, you may feel frustrated. And I was one too before. When I keep losing, I kind of frustrated. But now I don't really, because I know I can recover from the losses if I value the risk and the reward ratio, especially the risk part. If I know how to manage the risk, then I can really be profitable trader in the long run. So, but it took me 3 years to realize the importance of the risk and the reward ratio than the win rate. So yeah, PF is the most important number for me. When you backtest in a tester, this is actually my case. This is my case. When I backtested with my strategy, KTS, then I aim for the PF of 5 in the Forex Tester. And in the live market, if I have, this is just my feeling, but if I have PF 5, then on the live trades, I will have PF 3 or so. Because I won't be able to take every trade 24 hours, unlike the tester. So usually my PF drops than the tester. So that means if you are still not winning on the tester, then you have to practice more on the tester until at least you get the PF 3 to 5. Then I think you can make some profits on the live trades. Yeah, so recently I re-downloaded the Forex Tester, and yeah, so I have downloaded all the data, and I'm setting up right now. But yeah, Forex Tester has been really nice. I have the Forex Tester web page. If you have access to my web page, I know there are new members here now, so let me just remind, in case if you're still not using the tester, please come to my website. Hold on, let me put this one up here. So here is my web page. Oops, hold on, let me switch screen. Okay, so here is my web page, and simply come to the Forex Tester 5, click on this one, and you get the introduction of my Forex Tester software. So I have the video here about introduction. Also, I posted another video about how to set it up, how to download the data and create a project and set up backtesting. So you can watch these 2 videos on this web page, and you can take a look. Hold on, let me share this on the chat. Forex Tester. Hold on, let me put this on the chat. Okay, here we go. And if you come to my web page and use this coupon code, if you go through, if you click here to purchase Forex Tester 5 and input this coupon code, then you get the 5% off. 5% off on top of sale. So for example, if there is an autumn sale right now, then on top of the autumn sale, you get the 5% off. So you can save money in this way. and start to practice with the tester. Yeah. All right. Yeah, thanks for joining, everyone. Good to see you, Jordi. Dink, good to see you. Loy, thanks for joining also. All right. Lady Crypto, thanks for joining too. Good to see you. All right. Oh, General Hera, yes, I uploaded one video in my second channel yesterday about the balance between the free and the paid contents and so on. And this is just my feeling about recent live streams, that because I get more viewers in the community now, especially public live stream, I get more viewers. So I'm started to think about the balance between what I share and how I share in the community, in YouTube, and also Ichimoku community and the GTS. Yeah, because my real intention to do this YouTube live stream is ultimately for you to be able to trade without myself, is my main reason. For me, I never learned Forex from someone. I don't have mentor, I don't have a coach. All my trades, all my strategies, like the KTS, is purely based on my own experience and knowledge. So for example, I never became a student of someone in trading. Of course, I read some books and I attended some seminars, and I learned few strategies from someone. I read the book of Ichimoku original books, and you learned about the Ichimoku Kinko Hyo. But it was really myself that took time and effort to understand what he says and what he really means on each line, every line of Ichimoku original books. And also based on my experience on multiple time frames analysis, I started to create my own. So it was all based on trial and errors. And of course, I wasn't a profitable trader from the first beginning. So it took me 3 years to be stably profitable over a yearly basis. From the fourth year onwards, up until now, for the last 5 or 6 years, I have been profitable. But the journey was not really easy, for sure. So that's why, coming back to this topic, so I have different communities now, thanks to the requests from my supporters and followers. I created the Ichimoku community, which was about 3 years ago. Time flies. Yeah, so 2 years ago, I think. About 2 years ago, I created the Ichimoku community and started to share more deeper level of Ichimoku. And then I get some more and more requests, and also the comments about sharing how to enter trades, how to exit trades, and how to manage risk, how to manage psychology, and so on. So, and every time I do these live streams, to be honest, every time I feel that this is still the tip of the iceberg. I want to talk about more, and I know more about the strategies. I know more about the Ichimoku Kinko Hyo. But for the Ichimoku Kinko Hyo, I already shared the deepest level in Ichimoku community, so that's covered. But in terms of my strategy, I cover in the GTS class. So YouTube and public live stream is to share what I know in more broader sense. And also, every day the market's moving, so I share the latest analysis of mine about the markets. So that's my intention of the YouTube, and hopefully without myself, I wish you can try it by your own. Because I was not told, I was not guided, or I didn't learn how to trade from someone. So you should be able to do it too. Without me, you should be able to trade, and you should be able to success. Yeah, I guess I will talk about this topic more deeply maybe in the future. Maybe second channel, I'm not sure, but yeah, we'll see. All right, let's see. Alfonso says, hi Kei, could you let us know if you enter when a setup gives signal just before opening the market? I don't really take trades when the market opens in London, New York. Simply whenever I can enter, I do. Hold on, so let me again check. Could you let us know if you enter when a setup gives signal just before opening, or you wait until the end of volatility during the few minutes? It depends. Sometimes I enter trades right before the London Open, New York Open. I don't really care. I just have to see the volatility on the market. If the market is too volatile before the London, New York, then I may not. But if I find a good setup in the market, and if I can find the perfect entry timing, then I do, right before the London or New York. So for me, entry timings are like encounter to the opportunities in the markets. You know, I did a video about Ichigo Ichie, if you can remember the video a couple of weeks ago. Ichigo Ichie means one time only. And I have that feeling of one time only in the relationship, in physical relationship to someone. When I meet someone, I feel that, and also I feel that also in my opportunities in trades. So whenever I find a good opportunity that I think it's worth it to take, then I do in the markets. Yeah, I think yeah, let's see. So entry timing is very interesting. I mean, looking for an opportunity in the market is very interesting to me now, because I feel it's like a coincidence somehow. Sometimes I feel this is a good opportunity and I take, but sometimes I don't. So if I don't feel it's a good timing, then I don't take trades. Although I get the confirmations, although I get the setup in the market, I don't take that. Because something in myself tells me don't take it. And then I don't. I don't know the reason. I can't sometimes explain logically why I don't take it, but something in myself sometimes tells me not to take it. That's why sometimes I don't. But one thing for make sure is that I put the stop loss. I make sure to put the stop loss, because stop loss is like a seatbelt on the highway. So when you go in high speed, then you can't really, you have to put the seatbelt on. Otherwise, when the car crash, you're out. So it's like the same in the trades. The markets don't really usually go up and down very fast, but nothing is for sure in the markets is also true. So the market seems to be quiet, let's say for the last 30 minutes, but within the next 1 minute, it might spike suddenly for any reasons. And then you know the reason afterwards, perhaps. Maybe someone did the speech, someone did say something, and that impacts the market. So when the market goes very fast, suddenly, then you have to be able to secure your asset, secure your fund. So for that reason, I always make sure to put the stop loss. So let me close the poll and see the result. Let's see how much percentage people use the stop loss or not. Okay, so let's see. So it looks like there's a 82% are using the stop loss, and the rest are not using the stop loss. Okay, so that's much more than 50%, which is good. Yeah, because I used to not to use a stop loss when I was taking trades before, because all I care was whether the market goes towards my direction or not after my enter trades. If the market doesn't go towards my direction, then I simply exit manually was my mindset. So I didn't really think that the stop loss is worth to do it. Let's say I put the stop loss below 30 pips below from my position, then that means if the market goes back 30 pips, then I lose for sure 100%. And sometimes I didn't feel like fixing the loss. I wanted to keep holding more because after that it might go up towards my direction. So in that reason, I didn't get the point of having a stop loss. But because I had the very bad experience about not having a stop loss before, ever since I keep using. You can drag the stop loss. You can drag the stop loss, drag and drop the stop loss on MT4, MT5. So you can manage the stop loss too along the way. Yeah, let's see. Crypto says stop loss is a safeguard. Please start series on price action with Ichimoku. Okay. Yeah, stop loss is a safeguard. That's exactly right. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, Ichimoku with price action. Price action itself is very powerful. I have a series of videos in price actions. So if you haven't checked that yet, you can do. And in my live streams or videos on my YouTube, I share the Ichimoku. Basically, my analysis is based on Ichimoku and the price action. Because yeah, I used to use many indicators, paid indicators also, and my chart was very messy before with lots of indicators and charts. But after I kept losing, I decided to leave all the indicators behind, and I start only use the price actions. And I mastered price action. So if you ask me to trade only price action, I think it's possible. Price action and lines to trade, it's possible. But the reason why I use Ichimoku is that Ichimoku gives me some different aspects in the markets. And visually, it's easier for me to recognize which one's trending, ranging, and what's happening in the markets when the market ends the ranging market, or I can view the buyers and sellers power balance by Ichimoku, and that's why I started to use Ichimoku. And I combine price action and Ichimoku and do my analysis, and it became much better. And that's basically what I share in my YouTube channel every day. Yeah, I think the price action and Ichimoku is the best combination. And also, actually, Goichi Hosoda, the creator of Ichimoku Kinko, he also said we have to know about the price action because you can't trade with Ichimoku only. You have to know the price action too, to where to enter and where to exit along with the Ichimoku. That's exactly what he said too. So yeah, price action and Ichimoku go really well together. Okay. Okay, Crypto says, can I win with only trend line and MA? Trend line and MA, I think you can. I think you can. But if you use MA, then that means you take trades when the markets are trending. And for the trend line, I would say I would use it on the trend line bounce or the counter trend line. Breakout is also my favorite, so I will use that to capture the entry timings. Okay, okay, I get another money management topic here from Nandana. He says, how do you handle losing streak? Do you stay away from the market some days? So how I handle the losing streak is that if I have 3 losses in a day, then most likely I will stay away from that day. So in come back charts tomorrow, because we have to think about the fact that I lose 3 times along the way means that my system is not really working, or the chart may be a bit too spiky, or something might be wrong with me. My emotion might be wrong, I might be stressed, I might get tired, and I might be not trading, so how to say, I might be missing something. So anyhow, if I lose 3 times per day, then I don't trade on the day and come back tomorrow. Or sometimes I come back 2 days after or 3 days after I come back and see if the situation is changing in the market. If the situation is the same, then most likely I stay away. But if the situation becomes different, then I look for an entry timing again. Losing streak, so this also is also connected or related to how you lost on these losing streaks. If the losing patterns are the same, then most likely I stay away for sure. Yeah, I will stay away for sure if the losing patterns are the same. But if the losing patterns are different, then next trade might be success, so I just keep going. So you have to also look into the losing patterns too on the losing streaks. So that means you really have to know when to exit. Every time if you exit emotionally or if you exit in non-logical way, then you may not know why you lost it, and you may not really know why you exited your trade right there. But if you know why you exited right there every time, logically, if you can explain that logically, then there should be an area to improve. So it also depends on how you lost on these losing streaks. Yeah, markets are not always the same. Markets sometimes become very much different. Like yesterday, let's say the market was quiet, but today they may become active again. That's the market. So listen to Mr. Market's voice and just handle accordingly. Okay. Yeah, but stop loss is the most important in terms of risk management. Without the stop losses, you can't survive in the markets. So it says, when we put the stop loss at the last bottom or high, what I worry is an unexpected wick hit it. Yeah, so that means you have to have the wide stop loss. Yeah, if you have a narrow or small stop loss, then the market might hit the stop with a wick, like a stop loss hand. Then it goes towards your direction without your positions. Yeah, but the market may have gone down. So it's the two patterns we have to always think about. But in terms of the theory, the prospective theory, we tend to feel more pain than the wins. We tend to feel more pain and losses than the wins, the joy in the wins. So we tend to remember more on the losses than the profits in our trades. Okay. Okay, DM says, good morning, Kei. I have a question about top-down analysis with the Ichimoku Cloud. If the monthly is going for uptrend, but the weekend and the daily is going for a downtrend, what do I do? In that case, you have to decide which one to follow. Do you want to follow the monthly chart or the weekly or the daily downtrend? If your answer is to follow the monthly, then you wait for the uptrend confirmations on the lower time frames. But if you decide to follow downtrend on the weekly or daily, then look for the confirmations on the downtrend in the lower time frames and take trades. So it depends on which time frame you want to follow, and it's up to the traders. For me, I am an intraday trader, and when I'm in the trade, I want to hold between the day to swing. So because in Forex, they move up and down every week, the trend suddenly changes within a week sometimes in the Forex. So that's why I don't take the weekly or monthly to follow usually. That's why I take the daily or 4 hour to follow in the Forex. But if you are trading, for example, the stock market or index, where the trends tend to stay longer, then you can take the weekly or the monthly time frames to follow. So you really have to check which time frame the trends are happening on your specific markets. But yeah, on top of that, I do the top analysis. Yes, so I first check the higher time frames and break it down to the lower time frames. I used to do backwards. I used to start to look at the 5 minute and then start to check the higher time frames, but it was a bit confusing for me. We can technically still start to look at the lower time frame and check the higher time frame. It's possible, but I think it's about the bias on our mind. Because if I know, let's say the daily time frame is up and the weekly time frame is also up, then I don't want to be in the trade when 5 is going down, for example. So, but if I only see the 5-minute chart is down, if I start my analysis on the 5 and I see the 5-minute chart is going down, and let's say 1 hour is flat, and 4 hour daily chart weekly might be up, and then I might have bias. I might think to scalp downtrend in the 5, and when the market start to reverse, and I might think to exit. But it's like the scalping way. It's not like the trend follow strategy. So I rather wait until 5 also goes up, or until at least in 5 I find the entry chance to buy. Otherwise, I will stay away, prefer to stay away. Okay, yeah, thanks for joining everyone, good to see you. Thank you so much. Careful says, do you think USDJPY is more unstable or difficult to trade than EuroJPY? Not really, not really. I used to trade only USDJPY, and then I made some profits. So for me, my favorite was USDJPY before. EuroJPY, I didn't really trade before because I thought EuroJPY or GBPJPY are more spiky and tricky. So yeah, I used to follow the USDJPY. But recently, especially USDJPY is bullish. It's reaching almost all the way to 150, which was my expectation. And when the market reaches to 150, most likely it happens on next Monday, Tuesday, then BOJ might intervene again. So just watch out. Yeah. Okay. If you thought on the Euro USD, you can come back tomorrow on the weekly forecast. I will cover all the Forex pairs tomorrow for analysis. So today, since it's Saturday, and I want to talk about something besides charts and the markets. If the market's moving, then I want to talk about the markets. So, and I will cover the pairs and forecast tomorrow. Okay, Mate says, or maybe the market just picking on you and go against you in purpose. Oh, yeah, that's the reverse mindset, right? The market hit the stop loss and then it goes towards your direction without your positions, or simply it just goes backwards. Right after you enter trade, the market goes backwards. Maybe you or someone feel that way too. I used to feel that too. Like every time I enter trades, the market always go backwards. And I didn't know the reason why. I couldn't believe it before. Every single time I found the confirmations and I enter trade, and then the market goes backwards. It happens to me too still now. Let's say I see the daily's up, 4 hours up, 1 hour's up, 30 is up, even weekly is up. And I take the trade, buy, and then it just goes back. It happens. Yeah. So market is watching me. Yeah. Okay, here's a request. Have you a video what is the best time frame for the market or the trading style, or can you make one video about this? The best time frame is, if you're using the Ichimoku, then the best time frame is the daily time frame. That's for sure. Daily time frame works the best for Ichimoku. So don't check the lower time frames by Ichimoku. I used to do. A couple of years ago, I was still using Ichimoku Kinko Hyo in M5, M15, but lower time frames are spiky, especially this year. 5-minute chart, they are spiky, as you already see maybe. So when the market's spiky, Ichimoku doesn't really work. And I tend to get many fake signals than last year on the lower time frame with Ichimoku. So that's why I don't use Ichimoku anymore in the lower time frames. But the best time frame would be the daily time frame. And not only the 5 lines, but also time cycles in price theories work the best based on the daily time frame. Okay. Alright, lately I found better setup entering using M15 chart than 5 minutes. Okay, that's good. So you just keep using M15. You don't have to use M5. Just keep using M15 and take trades. Alright. Yeah. These are all interesting questions, by the way. Sometimes when I read these questions, I never thought about these questions myself. So sometimes I don't really know what kind of answers comes out from me. You know, yeah, so let's see. Okay, so from Sami, he says, in 5 minutes, if you wait half an hour for finding entering point before entering again, daily or 4 hour and 1 hour must be checked. Let's see. So what does that mean? Waiting for half an hour in 5 minutes for finding an entry point. Daily or the 4 hour, 1 hour must be checked. My answer is yes. Yes, you always have to check the higher time frame situations before you enter trades. Yeah, unless you're scalping. If you're scalping, then maybe M5 only would be good. But if you want to trade and holding for intraday to swing, then you always have to check the higher time frame situations. So top-down analysis. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so here is another comment about the stop loss. Stop loss, FT says, sometimes I do not use stop loss if the size PF trade is smaller because do not affect the total amount of my account, and also it gives me a bigger range in the trade. Okay. So you're saying that sometimes the volatility is very big, and so you don't use stop loss. If your position size is small, then it may be okay. But again, we never know what's going to happen in next minute. The market may shoot down or up, and you may lose big. You know, or maybe server may freeze. Sometimes the server on your broker may freeze, and you can't manage positions. You know, when this big spike in USDJPY happened last week, on this one here, at the CPI in the US, there was a big spike like this up. This is M5. Hold on, let me take out Ichimoku because I don't use Ichimoku here, so just avoid confusion. So this is M5, and within the 5 minute, it went up all the way like a 66 pips or almost like 70 pips, it went up. And then afterwards, when the market reached to 147.65, then it got sold so much. It went down all the way to 121 pips within the 5 minute. And when there's a big move like this, sometimes you can't execute or you can't exit manually because of the high volume in the server, so you can't manage your positions. Even stop losses may not really work when the market spikes like this, but at least if you have the stop loss, then when the connection recovers, you can fix the profit or loss by then. But if you don't have stop losses, then you simply have to watch. Keep going down, you watch, but you can't exit with a loss. So as a result, you may have a big loss. In fact, in Japan, when this happened, lots of servers froze last week, and that was a big news in Japan. So yeah, this is the reason why I don't really want to trade at the news. Unless I set the break even, unless I run some profits, I simply stay away and come back after the news, because I may not be able to manage my positions in this kind of case. Yeah, so stop loss is important. Stop loss is like the seatbelt on the highway, so that in case anything happens, you're protected. You know, keep trading should be the goal in your career, because it's so easy for us to be out from the markets if we blow account, or out simply, and there is no other chance, there is no second chance. But if you manage the risk per trade, and if you are able to trade more, then you get more chance, and you may have some big profits, big pips and profits, and that may cover the previous losses. So never lose is the very key to success. At least for me, that's true. Okay, so yeah, I guess I will just finish the live for now. It's been about 50 minutes now, 47 minutes. So I will take a quick rest and switch to the Ichimoku membership live. So yeah, but again, looks like we have some active markets now. USDJPY is going up, but BOJ might intervene, so it may retrace, we have to see. But I will tell all about these tomorrow on the weekly forecast. So for those who joins public, I will see you tomorrow on the weekly forecast. And for those who are Ichimoku members, I will see you soon, about 10 minutes. And we will cover the price theory, price targets and price theories of chapter 6 of Ichimoku Basic Master Book. Sorry, Ichimoku Basic Theories book, chapter 6. So thanks so much everyone, have a great weekend, and see you next one. So until then, please stay healthy and stay safe and stay gold. Alright, bye for now everyone. Mata ne. Thanks so much.